Good afternoon, everybody, and I am so happy to say hello to you. My name is Joe. I'm here to start my first day of what is a 90-day challenge with the idea to make one video every day, recording your thoughts and sharing with you, the listener, just a few thoughts of what we do for a living and why we do it for a living, which is more important than anything else. I've been in the financial services industry since 1981, and at the time, upon starting in 1981, discovered a book which was written by a guy called Napoleon Hill, who also wrote the so-called Bible of the self-improvement industry called Think and Grow Rich, which is a book I obtained about 2 years before that time directly from Jim Rohn. He even signed that book for me. And I read it, I enjoyed it. I only read it once though. And then I read The Laws of Success, which was written by Napoleon Hill even before he wrote the other one. And it's a much thicker, very voluminous 17-chapter book, over almost 600 pages, I think. And over the years, I've often referred back to that book. What kindled my interest in and getting me to the point of doing this video and starting this 90-day challenge was that I recently had the good fortune of becoming part of a group called the Big Idea Mastermind, which is quite a spectacular success story in terms of the guy who started it, our founder. Let's call him Vic. And using the platform of a group called the Empower Network group to monetize the self-improvement facilities that Big Idea Mastermind has in mind. The whole concept of what Empower Network does is to provide a blog for your own use, whether you promote a hairdresser, an engineering company, or whatever. The founders of Empower Network, Dave Wood and Dave Sharp, both have had spectacular success in blogging every day. It is totally astounding to know what these guys have done with a blog, and the blog being the promoter of their thoughts, of how they felt they were needing to change and changed their personalities, their character, etc. And they are really top-notch people. So is Vic, who started his career in the internet marketing world around about 8 years ago. And as he says, at that time there was a time when he couldn't afford a bread. He was earning $25,000 a year, which was never a lot of money. But Vic has become spectacularly successful, and he puts all of that success on having worked on himself harder than his business. And you know what? When I figured out how this lot all is put together, I thought, wow, this is great. And I'm so happy and excited to be part of it. And yes, this video thing is a challenge for me. I've never done this before. You can see I've got a face built for radio. And yeah, my mom and dad would be proud of me if they could see me now. But for today, I think that's enough. Thank you, and I hope you have a very nice day. God bless.